Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money Channel. Mel Gibson directing a new film about the Rothschilds. So I saw this on Twitter. This person here, Susan Seddon, posted this early yesterday morning with Mel Gibson, and apparently there are some attacks on him. He has decided to hit the global New World Order agenda by directing a movie about the Rothschild family, and Mel Gibson already has been stirring the pot in Hollywood. Now he's deciding to do this. And, I was looking through and I was surprised I hadn't heard about this. So I dug up a Vanity Fair article, and this apparently has been going on now for a couple of years. And it sounds as though it's difficult for Mel Gibson to be getting this movie off the ground. Mel Gibson's new movie, Rothschild, already needs to do damage control. And again, I don't even know if they've gone to camera with this yet. So Mel Gibson's new movie hasn't even entered production yet, and this was as of 2019, but the actor's team is already doing damage control. On Monday, Variety reported that Gibson is set to co-star with Shia LaBeouf in Rothschild, an upcoming satire about a super rich New York family. I think that's an understatement. The title has instantly sparked comparisons to the real-life Rothschilds, a family of incredibly wealthy Jewish bankers. That, in turn, has sparked intense backlash since Gibson is known for making wildly anti-Semitic comments in the past. As you guys know, in 2006, he was arrested for a DUI, and there was a huge scene in front of this restaurant. Sidebar, I did go to that restaurant when I was in LA. Some friends of mine took me there while I was there to promote my short film. I know some of you guys might know I am a filmmaker, and I was there for that reason. And so here are just a few clips from that film in case you guys are interested in what I do in my personal life when I'm not glued to my computer screen researching XRP, Ripple, cryptocurrency, and all things related. And so just by coincidence, they took me to that restaurant where Mel Gibson had his huge tirade. Anyway, sidebar there, this movie is apparently about the Rothschild family, and I didn't know that this was in the works from 2019. I'm going to keep my eye on that, and if you guys are interested, I will keep you updated on this Rothschild film. Meanwhile, guys, Gregory Zachary did post this here on Twitter. Interesting to note, Amazon is hiring digital currency leads, and it has plans to bring crypto in their payment system in the near future. So this just a job posting with Amazon Jobs, digital currency and blockchain product leads. They are looking for people who can join the payments acceptance and experience team. They're seeking an experienced product leader to develop Amazon's digital currency and blockchain strategy and product roadmap. You will leverage your domain experience in blockchain, distributed ledger, central bank digital currencies, and cryptocurrency to develop the case for the capabilities which should be developed, drive overall vision and product strategy, and gain leadership buy-in and investment for new capabilities. So it sounds as though they are creating their own cryptocurrency, perhaps. And I know if you've been in this space for a while, there were talks way back when we were discussing the possibility of Amazon using RippleNet technology. Now, this is still on their website, aws.amazon.com. You guys can see it up here, stating that under the partners section and success subsection, they have a page here dedicated to Ripple. You guys can see it here, but this was again way back when Ripple was rolling out their products XCurrent, XRapid, and XVia. We know XRapid now is called On-Demand Liquidity, or ODL, but this is just a page on Amazon's website just detailing how that works. So a Ripple partner, they even have a little button down here where you can connect with Ripple directly. So from aws.amazon.com, thought that was interesting. Now today they are looking to integrate more cryptocurrency options for that company. Wanted to thank Gregory Zachary for pointing that out. And new developments for another Ripple partner, guys. Ripple partner Airwallex rolls out online card payment acceptance solution in Australia. So here's what we're seeing with them. Australia fintech platform Airwallex has launched its online card payment solution in Australia. Airwallex's online card payment solution was first launched in the UK in 2020, and then subsequently in Hong Kong earlier in 2021. Today's availability in Australia extends the company's online payment global footprint, further enabling its customers to operate globally. And so through the new solution, businesses now have a seamless and secure way of collecting online Visa and MasterCard payments from customers around the world. Businesses can also select from 3 different integration methods to enhance their global payment strategy based on their industry and specific needs. Of course, Airwallex, a Ripple partner since 2017, so just wanted to thank the Cryptic Poet for posting that. And this one here from DJ Peter Vass on Twitter. French central bank conducts 5th experiment on Tunisia CBDC. The French central bank, or the Banque de France, recently carried out its 5th experiment on the Central Bank of Tunisia's CBT, or Central Bank Digital Currency, their CBDC, according to a statement from the Bank OF, or rather, sorry, the Bank OF, the BOF. The latest experiment is part of the bank's joint effort to create conditions that are conducive to a better inclusion of the Tunisian diaspora in Europe. So platform targets Tunisian diaspora. In his comments following the experiment, Mohamed Sadroui, a director general at CBT, suggested that the CBDC's platform's success will likely reinforce transparency, speed, and cost and savings for users. He went on to say the success of this experiment is an opportunity to start thinking about deployment of alternative channels for cross-border transfers initiated by the Tunisian community in Europe to Tunisia. So the Banque de France doing all these CBDC tests. This is now the 5th one, and back now, I think it's several months ago now. Yeah, it was back from March of 2021. The Central Bank of France eyes XRP as basis for digital euro. So the Bank of France already eyeing XRP for potential use cases, and we're continuing to see the Central Bank of France do these CBDC tests. Yeah, right. It was down here where they said the document has also stated that the Central Bank of France has already discussed XRP and Ripple as a potential platform for making the digital euro. France's central bank, or the Banque de France, has openly discussed Ripple XRP as a possible platform for Europe's central digital currency, and they were criticizing some other options, if my mind serves me correctly. I don't know. I don't actually have that document up here. It looks as though when you go to this webpage now where they had this document listed, it looks as though they have removed it altogether. They are saying we're upgrading our systems. The CPA Australia website is offline while we carry out planned maintenance. However, this has been like this now for a couple of months. And it used to be linked there, but it looks as though, and I'm just speculating, that likely somebody did not like that information getting out to the masses. Anyway, interesting that the French Central Bank is now conducting more experiments. This is now the 5th for the Tunisian CBDC. Wanted to thank DJ Peter Vass for pointing that out. We've also got this, guys, from Michael at Val5 Links. Bitcoin exchange supply hits 18-month low, decreasing sell-off risk. So this is coming from Sentiment. Now, I did this video a little backwards. Usually I do, I kind of do a bit of a recap of the market at the beginning of the video. I wanted to bring you guys this, and I know yesterday we did see some serious bullish movement in the space, and now an analytics chart provided by Sentiment Data Aggregator shows that Bitcoin supplies on crypto exchanges continue to melt, dropping to the 18-month long that was seen on January 2nd this year. And so if we bring up the chart, we just bring up Bitcoin real quick here, guys. January 2nd of this year would have brought us all the way back to about here, okay, right in around here. So let me just circle that. In and around here, January 2nd. This is when that mark was as low as it was. Coincidentally, or not so coincidentally, we are lining up right in around here, right exactly where we bounced off of, okay? The support level from back in January over here, retracing over here, and now we're coming up out of that. So this is positive news, guys, for Bitcoin. The Sentiment team of experts believe that the 18-month low reached by the Bitcoin supply on exchanges reduces chances of any big sell-offs in the future and improves the odds of the eventual Bitcoin recovery in the future. In mid-July, Glassnode provided a similar chart of crypto investors drawing large amounts of Bitcoin from crypto trading venues, which was read as a sign of a potential price surge. Earlier today, the largest cryptocurrency by market cap posted a 4% growth and inch closer back to the $34,000 level. So you guys can see the embedded Sentiment tweet in here. Bitcoin is inching closer to the then 18-month low of its supply and exchange ratio, which was hit back on January 2nd, 2021. As Bitcoin continues moving off exchanges during these suppressed prices, it's a promising sign that markets have decreased sell-off risk. So back to the market, because the market is looking great, guys. Let's get to that now for a sec. So I'm going to throw Bitcoin on the hourly. And, over the last couple of days now, I was saying, right, I do my video around the same time, and over the last 48 hours now, so in the last 48 hours, Bitcoin was down in around here, 31,800. And yesterday, in the last 24 hours, we saw it move up to about 32,300. Now we are seeing it all the way up here, guys, almost hitting $34,000. So Bitcoin trading right now at $33,900, a huge Bitcoin surge yesterday, which brought up the rest of the market. XRP right now trading at about just shy of 61 cents. So broke through this level of resistance that we were discussing yesterday. This top up here broke through, but did find its resistance in there, and now just kind of toying with this level here. And so 48 hours ago, XRP trading at 57 cents, 24 hours ago at 59 cents, and today right now just shy of 61 cents. So you can see that trend, that Bitcoin trend, did bring XRP up with it. But this isn't all, guys. This is just, the ebbs and flows, price recovery that we're seeing based on Bitcoin's movement. This is basically what all altcoins are doing. We also have to remember the SEC lawsuit coming closer and closer every single day to a possible outcome. Many seeing this as being a very positive outcome. Many lawyers in the XRP community are also noting this. So this is just a tweet posted yesterday by James K. Fillon here on Twitter. He is one of the lawyers, one of the go-tos for all the updates with regards to the SEC lawsuit in the XRP community. So this with regards to individual defendants respond to SEC's letter regarding public statements by Commissioner Peirce and Roisman describing SEC's response as going on to publicly rebuke these two commissioners' considered views that there is no clarity. So here was the letter from the defendants. We write on behalf of defendants Larson and Garlinghouse to briefly respond to the SEC's letter filed on July 21st. The SEC concedes that the court may take judicial notice of a recent statement by two of its own commissioners acknowledging the uncertainty concerning the application of the securities laws to digital assets. But it goes on to publicly rebuke these two commissioners' considered views that merely acknowledge what is plain and obvious to all, even today. There is a decided lack of clarity for market participants around the application of the securities laws to digital assets and their trading. The SEC then asserts that the commissioners' statements are legally irrelevant to their claims and aiding and abetting against Mr. Larson and Mr. Garlinghouse. This gratuitous attempt to re-argue its flawed position by way of unauthorized surreply is meritless. So the defendant saying, look, Roisman, Peirce put out this statement. There is no clarity in the space. How can you hold these two gentlemen accountable? The letter does go on here, and I will link this tweet in the description if you guys are interested in reading this further. Agent Smith V3 down here just saying, if the commissioners are arguing about clarity, then there is an argument about clarity, meaning there is no clarity. Very good point here. Seems circular, but had to be said. This is not about invalidating a law. It precedes that. It is about whether or not the law even applies. Amateurs. Couldn't have said it better myself. So thanks so much for that. Thanks to James K. Fillon for pointing that out. Now, we also have this, guys, from Crypto Law US here on Twitter. This is John Deaton's Crypto Law Twitter account here that he's using just to update us on the Ripple lawsuit. So the pretrial phase of the Ripple case has been so embarrassing for the SEC's legal team that it has more laughs per episode than most sitcoms. J.B. Whitley slams Senator Warren's letter to Gensler as a power grab in Seeking Alpha. So there's an article to that down there. 2 of 3 for the SEC. It is a spectacularly bad moment to be grabbing for more power after the disastrous lawsuit filed against Ripple Labs, which seems to be heading for a precedent-setting defeat that might rewrite the rules for digital assets. He's quoting all this, by the way. 3 of 3. With the gathering cloud of doom over Ripple's lawsuit and bipartisan bills to clip the SEC's regulatory claws, Gensler had best take a deep breath. Before joining Warren's war on crypto, the quote starts again, the damage to his agency already tattered credibility could be ruinous. Wow. But again, these are just some opinions about how this lawsuit is going to go. I mean, we are seeing more and more of these types of opinions with regards to the outcome of this case. So, it makes me feel, as an XRP hodler, makes me feel really good about it. How about you guys? How does it make you guys feel? Put it down in the comments. When I see these posts on Twitter, I get really excited because I feel like we're a team. I feel like, we're all kind of on this same team together. We're all holding XRP. We all feel like we have been wrong-footed by the SEC. And we all want to come out of this gloriously and victoriously. Well, I just wanted to put something into perspective for you guys over here. This tweet from Stéphane Hubert, Kin, okay, so the Kin token with regards to the Kick Interactive lawsuit, Kin lost its lawsuit, was considered a security, and went up more than 2,000%. Can you imagine what XRP will do winning its lawsuit? And so I wanted to bring this to you guys. Now, this was the release from the SEC. So this is sec.gov press release. When that lawsuit was finally determined, SEC obtains final judgment against Kick Interactive for unregistered offering. And so it says the Security and Exchange Commission announced today that a federal district court has entered a final judgment on consent against Kick Interactive to resolve the SEC's charges that Kick's unregistered offering of digital kin tokens in 2017 violated the federal securities laws. The SEC's complaint filed in the U.S. District Court for the Southern District of New York on June 4th, 2019, alleged that Kick sold digital assets under securities. I'm not going to go into the details on this, but what I do want to point out, I will link this in the description, by the way, if you want to read it. What I do want to point out here, though, is the date that this was filed. So this was public as of October 2020, October 21st, 2020. And to Stefan Hubert's point, kin went up 2,000%. I want to show you guys the kin chart over here, and I know I've done this in a previous video early on when Ripple Labs first got served with this lawsuit, but I just wanted to put things into perspective for you guys. So we have kin in court, okay, throughout all this time here. We have kin in court, and I don't know how long the lawsuit went on, but we have kin in court basically, I'm assuming it was in around here, okay, early 2020, maybe even late 2019. Well, yeah, because they were talking about June 2019. And so just to put things into perspective here, it sounds as though, and somebody correct me if I'm wrong, it sounds as though this was actually brought on in June 2019. Well, this for Kick was June 2019. Okay, so June 1st is right there, all the way to here. This is June, okay? June, you can see that declining trend for Kick. Well, do you remember what happened to other cryptocurrencies in June of 2019? Let me just bring up Bitcoin here. In June of 2019, guys, if you remember, was in and around here. All right, May, June. So June, we topped out a Bitcoin bull run in and around here, a Bitcoin rally on June 27th, 2019, before we saw that decline again. So all other cryptocurrencies were rallying throughout June. XRP was doing the same thing. All right, XRP rallied June of 2019. It did rally, I mean, albeit by a little bit. Nevertheless, XRP rallied, topped out here in on June 23rd, and then came back down, back to the kin token. And kin just saw that kind of decline throughout June. Its high in 2019 was reached back in March, came down April, May. The lawsuit kicked in, and then it saw the bear market, and then was just kind of in this lawsuit purgatory for the rest of the year, moving into 2020. Then we finally got that verdict, guys, in October of 2020, which eventually saw this initial spike for kin, okay, up 800%, give or take. And then, you know, it just kept going and going from here. So I think this is the measurement that Stefan Hubert was reading here at about 2,000%, going all the way up during the fourth quarter of 2020. Now, let's not forget the verdict on that, too. It was deemed a security. Meanwhile, the kin token keeps trading, going up 2,000% on that verdict. What would that mean for XRP hodlers, guys, okay? And this is not even considering the bull run of 2021. Kin going up another, from that point, going up another 500, 600, almost 600% from that top back in December of 2020. So that is not even considering that, you know, kin did join in to this bull run. Let's take the 2,000% and just apply that just as a case study for XRP, you know, just to kind of see where that could bring XRP. You know, miraculously, guess where that brings us, guys? I'm just going to throw this percentage point. I'm just going to throw this on here, this percentage tool on here, bringing us up to about 2,000%, give or take. Well, you know where that brings us? That brings us in and around our target for XRP at roughly about $12.84, give or take, $12. 13, 12, you know, give or take. I mean, I'm splitting hairs here at this point. Roughly 2,000% would bring XRP from this point forward up to $12.84. And of course, you know, when I throw a Fibonacci on that, where does that bring us, guys? That gets us almost to a full fib retracement. If I go from the top of the last bull market down to the trough of the bear market, this almost brings us to a 4.236 Fibonacci retracement. Of course, we know the target's anywhere between $10, $15, give or take, depending on which kind of model you're looking at. So $10 to $15. Of course, you know, I'm just going to take a bit of a, just take a look here and just give you guys a sense of where that target is, $10 to $15 anywhere within that yellow box. So, according to this chart here, could reach the 3.618 or the 4.236. So even after losing an SEC lawsuit, the KIN token did survive. It is still trading on the open market. It did still see a bull run. It did rally 2,000% after this verdict, even from the time of the verdict. And of course, we do have the benefit of there being a cryptocurrency bull run at this time. It went up as high, guys, right up here, as high as about 15 or 14,600% since that initial announcement by the SEC on October 21st, 2020. 14,600%. Can you imagine? What would that feel like for XRP hodlers? And I mean, this is just for fun at this point. 14,600% would bring us an XRP price $88.84. Anyone in for that? Tell me down in the comments what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.